Hey everybody, this is Accelerator here. I'm bringing you a new Let's Play. I was originally going to have a guest commentator come in for this, but his internet is out right now, so he can't Skype call me, which sucks. And I wanted to go ahead and start this. This is going to be Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep for the PSP. So enjoy the nice flashy intro cutscene. Or intro theme, really. As I am going to talk over it, actually. So Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Chronologically, or like canonically at least, this is actually the first game in the series. Which is ironic because it's actually the game that's been most recently developed. Well, unless you count Dream Drop Distance, which is out in Japan now, I believe. And it's actually, is it out in America yet? I don't remember. But anyway, so that's one of the reasons I decided to LP this game first. Second being, I don't own any other Kingdom Hearts game. Yeah. So the one thing I remember, the only thing I really know about the plot in Kingdom Hearts is that it's convoluted as crap. It's so hard to follow. There's so much going on throughout it. Ugh. However, I absolutely love the gameplay. Would this be counted as a JRPG? Probably not. Nah, it's not weird enough. So, interesting thing. This, the thing we're seeing now is actually clips from a cutscene in a secret cinematic in the PS2 version of Kingdom Hearts, or excuse me, from Kingdom Hearts 2. When you get 100% in Kingdom Hearts 2, you see this cutscene, which is, you know, it was a preview to this game. So anyway, and with that, the opening cutscene is over. Well, all right, here we go. Title screen. All right. So, have I installed the game yet? If I haven't done it, then I'm going to do it in between parts. Install game is... it's very, I believe I've done it already. But install game is something you really want to do. The load times in this game can be really, really long. Install game helps to lower those. I believe I've already done it. I know it's been a while if I have, but I'm actually using a brand new memory card that I got back in for Christmas. So any and all Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep data that I have, that I used to have, like I have, you know, I have like a level 80 something Ventus on my old memory card, which eventually I'm gonna move that file over, but for LP's sake, I wanted to not do that. So anyway, new game. We're going to go in. Yeah, I'm gonna go the hardest and go to critical mode. Yes. And so since this is the first save file I've ever actually made in this game, we are actually going to be seeing the opening cutscene, official opening cutscenes of the game, tutorials and such, which I would have shown off for LP's sake anyway, but I don't know, now I don't have to worry about getting, you know, accidentally, you know, I don't have to worry about selecting the option. It'll automatically do it for me. So anyway, and it's going to show us this cutscene again. Whoops. I'm probably gonna cut this cutscene out, because I'm not sure if I can skip it while at the same time skipping the, actually I'm not sure if I can skip this at all. There's some other like introductory cutscenes that were not seen during this. Oh crap. Huh. Okay, so the only difference from that entire cutscene was that the Kingdom Hearts logo didn't appear at the end. So now we have a little introductory cutscene. This actually uses the game's graphics instead of CG. Players of Kingdom Hearts 1 will know this area very well. You actually do briefly come here sometime a lot later in the game.
This world is just too small.
Yeah, I've noticed my load times aren't that bad, so I believe I have actually installed the game. If there's any obnoxiously long load times, I'll probably cut them out unless I say something important in them. So, who is this strange figure? The white beard.
There, you see, an empty world, like a prison. I imagine you will be right at home.
Hey, where am I?
Who's there?
There's some lines that are coming up that don't have any dialogue with them. I'll add some sort of voice acting of my own in there, but I'm not gonna be perfect in this. Stop it, Bella. My dog is laying on my bed in the background, doing something she's not supposed to do. I'm a brand new heart.
But this is... Why are you in my heart?
The light brought me. I saw it shining in the distance and followed it here.
That was my light. But my heart is fractured. And now, the little I have left is slipping away.
Then you should join your heart with mine.
Huh?
So for those of you who are not familiar with the story of Kingdom Hearts, this is going to seem completely weird and bizarre to you. Now our hearts have touched. Nothing else will slip away. And one day, you'll be strong enough to win back the part that already did.
Right. Thanks.
It's time to wake up now. So yeah, like I said, those of you who are not familiar with the series, that was probably the weirdest cutscene you've ever seen.
Open the door.
Also, players of Kingdom Hearts 2 may notice that character looks familiar to you. You may be like, oh hey, it's Roxas. Well, no it's not. He is somehow, he is related to Roxas in a way. that will probably make more sense when you combine basically the plots of this game, Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2 combined. More specifically for this game, a cutscene that we'll be seeing, actually the last cutscene.
Keyblade.
That's a creepy smile. Oh wow, that's kind of creepy too. He's got no pupils. I'm still not quite sure what I should and shouldn't say about this cutscene. Cece, quit it. Now it's my cat causing trouble. Okay, stop it, Cece. Whoa. Sat on my remote. It's a good thing you can't see that on the screen. Okay. Yeah, you can't see that on the screen. Good. So I don't think we can. My cat better quit it. Oh, now my phone's ringing too? I guess he was having a flashback? I'm not really sure. Oh, this is important. That's probably my mom.
A meteor shower.
So yes, we're finally about to play the game. We start out in a place known as Land of Departure. Because obviously we're not going to be spending that long here. In fact, all we're doing right now is a little simple training level. Now, you'll only go through this level as this particular character. You'll never go through this level as the other two. Yes, you play as 3 different characters in this game. God, CC. Why do you have to sharpen your claws on my gaming chair? I like the music here. It's kind of hard to hear because we're in a cutscene, but it will become clear later. All right, so we finally have started the game. So it's interesting controls. Normally, you would think you press X to jump, but X swings your sword and circle jumps. Yeah, it's interesting. So we use the circle pad to move around, the control stick, whatever you want to call it. And it'll reteach us these basic controls later.
Oh. I've got time to spare.
So yes, he's trying to see a meteor shower, which don't last long, and he's like, oh, I got time to spare. Right. Press X to attack the ring. Keep attacking to string together a powerful combo. Yes. You can also lock on with... Oh, never mind. We don't have that yet. So yes, there we go. We got... Those are HP orbs, the little green things. You earn prizes by defeating enemies or hitting things in the field. Green prizes restore HP. Yellow ones give you money. Yes, money. It's a parody of, well, money. Alright, so this one. Your command deck contains special moves. Use the control pad to select one, then press triangle to use it once its gauge is filled. You're talking to an animate object. I'm not going to say his name yet. So yes, you want to use your command deck to attack. Control pad up and down. we'll cycle through it. So first off, we'll use Quick Blitz on this particular one. And lock on a target so that the camera automatically keeps them in view. Lock on by tapping L and R at the same time. You can change this in the pause menu to be you can make it so that you can just only have to tap L. That's honestly the preferred method because there are some bosses that are completely broken when you can lock onto them. So yes, you can grab on ledges. Press start to open the main menu where you can install it in your command deck. So yes,
Wait,
I'll show that off in just a second.
I'm gonna miss the meteor shower.
Oh yeah, now you come to your senses. Alright, so we're gonna press start. Go to the pause menu, which may take a while. So we are going to come in here to command decks. Ignore that. I'm going to teach you that basically. Alright, so we get an auto ability. You can attach abilities to commands when you fuse them, which we'll get into later. And once that when the command isn't fully leveled up, you can only have the ability equipped while it's in your while the particular command is in your command deck. But once that ability once the command with the ability reaches maximum level, you get to keep that command or that ability no matter what. Man, I'm getting even if it's not installed in your deck. So we're gonna go and Arrow has reached the maximum level, so it's 0 XP ability is now yours to keep. This is only useful for hardcore players, that ability. I'm going to show you how to get rid of it later. So we're going to go to Edit Deck, and we're going to add in Sliding Dash. Keep in mind, you will only have 3 slots in your command deck if you're not playing on critical mode. So yes. Anyway, so now we're going to go back, and we want to go to Abilities real quick. Don't worry about that. So we want to go down over here to the 0 experience. Okay, it's already turned off. So we could turn it on if we wanted more of a challenge. We wouldn't gain any experience, which means we would never level up and get any more HP. I might do that someday, but not for this LP. We'll get into everything else later. For now, we need to go see that meteor shower before it goes away. I've shown you pretty much everything you really need to know about the game for now. CC, quit it. This cat's about to mess something up. I just know it. She's literally like rolling around on the floor looking for wires to chew on, and I got so many of them out right now. Anyway. So there's the meteor shower that he wanted to see so bad.
Why does this seem so familiar?
Yeah, right now we don't even know what this guy's name is. We're already playing as him. We're already a bit more familiar with what he can do, and we don't even know his name yet. Quit it, CC. God, now she's biting my foot.
Whoa!
Who is that?
Give me a break, Aqua.
Then you hopeless.
So yes, he just said her name. This is Aqua, one of the other characters we can play as, and we know this guy's nickname is Ven.
It really felt like I'd been there before, looking up at the stars.
Except you've always lived here with us.
Yeah. I know. Hey, Aqua.
Hmm?
You ever wonder what stars are? Where light comes from?
Well, they say.
That every star up there is another world.
Huh?
Now we have another new character.
Terra.
Yep. Hard to believe
Yes,
there's so
Terra.
many worlds out there besides our own.
The third character that we can play as.
The light
And
is the
ironically,
compass.
the game makes more
And
sense if you
shining
play
down
his
on
story
us like a
first.
million lanterns.
What? I don't get it.
In other words, they're just like you, Ven.
What does that mean?
You'll find out someday, I'm sure.
I want to know now.
You're too young to know now.
Quit treating me like a kid.
Hey, what are you laughing at?
I can't help it. You two would make the weirdest brothers.
Huh?
Huh?
So obviously these three know each other very well. CC, quit nudging your nose where it doesn't belong. I guess that could kind of be interpreted many different ways. Consider she's a cat, she sniffs.
Oh, yeah. Terra,
Random
you and I have
inanimate
our Mark of
objects.
Mastery exams tomorrow. I made us good luck charms.
Alright, so these, I forget exactly what they're called. The game will explain it for us
I
later.
get one too?
But these are actually pretty crucial
Of course.
to
One for
some
each
of your
us.
combat abilities later on in the game.
Somewhere up
Cat, quit it!
there's this tree
I'm about to
with
shut this cat out of my
star-shaped
room.
fruit. And the fruit represents an unbreakable connection. So as long as you and your friends carry good luck charms shaped like it, nothing can ever drive you apart. You will always find your way
And that
back
is a
to
reference
each
to the
other.
Paupu fruit from Kingdom Hearts 1. And cat, you better quit chewing on that.
I was supposed to make them with seashells, but I did the best with what I had.
Boy, sometimes you are such a girl.
Hey, what do you mean sometimes?
So this isn't a real good luck charm?
Well, that's yet to be seen. But I did work a little magic on it.
Really? What?
Stop it, CC. I'm about to shut this cat out of my room.
An unbreakable connection.
But I'm going to do that right now. I'll be right back, guys. We're not going to cut the video or anything because there's still a cutscene going on. Or it's going to run under my bed. Oh, that's what it's called. A wayfinder. Yes, a wayfinder. But yes, this is very important. This is going to be very important to us later in the game. Well, not later in the game. It can be important to us almost immediately. But one of 3 good luck charms lock away for herself and her friends the day before the Mark of Mastery exam. So I'll explain what that does later. This lets you establish a dimension link. I'll get more into that later. It's really it's better if I explain it while it's actually happening.
Anybody want to spar?
I can take you.
All right, so now we can get experience fighting some actual people. So that's pretty cool, yeah. Oh wait, okay. So now we're playing as Terra. Terra is the more I'll explain this all later. Yes. So you can press square to defend yourself. Press it while moving to do a little slide. The other 2 characters don't slide, but it's just as effective. In fact, probably more effective than Terra's. And pressing square while holding still will do a block like that. Oh, come on.
Quit going easy.
You see,
on
there's
me.
the block.
You're not gonna win unless you stay on the offensive.
And now I'm going to... Yeah, that command gauge, if you attack people using commands, eventually it'll fill up and it'll let you do a powerful finish command, or it'll let you do some other stuff too that I'll explain later. So yes, here's the slide, like that. The other characters do something a little bit different. There's a finish attack. I didn't get to show off stun edge, but that's okay. I'll get to do it eventually. Using triangle commands instead of regular attacks to fill the command gauge may cause you to change command styles. Command styles make your X attacks more powerful. Yeah, we'll be getting into those a lot later too. Which command style you get depends on the commands you use to fill the gauge. You will unlock more as you progress. It has to do with basically what type of commands you use. Like if you use thunder, if you leveled it up with mostly thunder commands, you'll enter like a thunder rage command style. It'll make more sense later. Some command styles are tricky to activate. Try all kinds of command combinations. Yeah, like some you can only activate after activating another one. Or like there's some you can only activate by using mind spells.
Well, that works fine if you're
Actually, that
fighting
particular one is
one-on-one,
only in the final mix version of
but
this
you
game.
need
But
to
anyway.
know how to handle a crowd too.
So now we're gonna get to play as Aqua, I believe. With a CC. Came back out from under the bed. Yeah, so we're gonna play as Aqua. Aqua, as you can see, has quite a few magic spells, Thunder and Blizzard. You can tell by the wizard hat what type. Either the wizard hat or the Keyblade icon. Use our shot lock command to hit lots of enemies at once. Hold down L plus R and a big target circle will appear. Use the circle pad to point the circle at one or more enemies and lock on multiple times. Yes, while still holding L plus R, press X to use a shot lock, which hits enemies as many times as you lock on. Yes, this can absolutely destroy some bosses. And eventually you'll get like a little message saying max, and that's when you know you've used it. Or locked on as many times as you can. As it levels up, it'll lock on faster. Not necessarily more times, but faster. Shot lock attacks require focus. The focus gauge will drain when you use them. Yeah, that focus gauge is a little orange bar. Just be wary of that. And then, of course, you also need to worry about that green bar, which is your HP. Choose a character for this fight. Yes, I'm going to choose Ventus. Ventus is, his name has never actually been mentioned yet, but Ventus is the other character that we were doing the little tutorial section as. He's my personal favorite. He's a good mix of both magic. Well, yeah, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to explain this later. Strike Ray is a pretty good early command to use. Oh crap! Did he just? What did he just do? Yeah, he has a fire-based shot lock, and I just killed Terra. Whoops! So we just killed our best friend. All right. Want to spar again? Nah, we're good now. I believe we're about to enter another cutscene.
We're gonna clean up at the exam tomorrow.
I hope it's that easy.
It's like the
Alright, I'll be
master
right
said,
back.
power is born within the heart. When the time is right, you just need to look inside yourself, and you'll find it there.
Alright, sorry about that. Finally shoved the cat out. So, command boards. Again, something I'll be getting into later. I'm just going to say this once. If you want to get like pretty much everything you can get in the game, unfortunately, you're going to have to play every command board twice. And again, that'll make more sense later. In this game, you roll the dice and power up your commands as you make your way along the board. It can be a fairly quick way of leveling up your commands and gaining new ones. Some pretty powerful ones, actually, like Ragnarok, some pretty good shot locks. You can actually get pretty good commands off of these command boards much earlier than you're supposed to, but they can be really boring. And some of them can be really, really long. But that'll be for another time. And you can access the command board at save points or on the world map. And we'll get into the world map later. You can also do it in a place called the Mirage Arena, which again we'll be getting to later. The commands in your command deck become your game pieces, and you can also obtain new commands, as I was saying. Yes, that is a save point. It'll refill all of your HP. And obviously you can save. Move into the Circle of Light and press X to save your progress, and you can fully restore your HP. Keep in mind, though, they disappear when in battle mode, which you can tell when you're in battle mode because, one, the music will change. A lot of things happen in battle mode, actually. The music changes, there will be enemies around, and your command bar here will turn yellow. So anyway, we are going to save now. Save. I don't think we can enter the world map yet. So we're going to save over this new data. Yes, we will create system data. Yeah, it's grayed out. We can't actually do that yet. That's okay, though. Soon enough, soon enough. What time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I'm recording really, really late right now. And soon I'm going to need to take my dog out and then this recording stuff, water some plants,
Hey, we're gonna
and then go to bed.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, so apparently the meteor shower's over. I guess you kind of got to watch it. He, like, fell asleep in the middle of the meteor shower. This stupid head. Anyway.
Together. Always.
That would be the last night we ever spent beneath the same stars.
That sounds completely awesome. So I believe we have one last cutscene before we can actually get into more of the real story and gameplay that isn't tutorial. Because goodness gracious, we've spent a lot of time on tutorials so far. Mickey Mouse, yes. As some of you may know, Kingdom Hearts is basically Final Fantasy mixed with Disney. One of the weirdest combinations ever, but you know. It's the only time you'll ever see Mickey Mouse sword fighting. That was weird. I would hate for that to be my boss.
Mickey, I cannot shake the feeling something terrible is about to transpire.
Yes, something terrible is about to transpire. A green star, blue star, and a red star. That can't be a coincidence. Alright, so now we have our option of selecting different characters that we have at the start of any adventure. All you have to do to choose a new character is create a new file. So, in this game, you choose one character at a time and complete his or her story from start to finish. You can always just start a new save file with a different character and you can just skip the tutorials. But anyway, each character visits different places and meets different people, and only by finishing all 3 stories will you uncover this tale's deeper truths. Well, actually, they all end up visiting the same places, but not necessarily at the same time. Anyway. So, okay. So, first off, we have Terra, a disciplined young man who feels compelled to find greater strength. He relies on brute force in combat. Terra is basically the physical attacker. He has obviously some pretty good defenses too. You want to use the commands that have the little keyblade icon next to them because they are physical attacks, obviously. He's got kind of slow but powerful combos. And technically he's the one that you should pick first if you want the story to make the most sense. Ventus, an outgoing and inquisitive boy who holds his keyblade backhand, and quick attacks are his forte. Yes, Ventus is the fastest of the bunch. One thing I should mention, Terra actually dodges with a slide, which can be terribly ineffective when you have to dodge a lot of attacks at once. But with Ventus, he has a dodge roll. So you can just like run and spam the square button, and you'll pretty much just dodge everything. Anyway, he actually has a pretty good mix of both magic. He has a good a good mix of both magic and physical attack. He's not particularly strong in either, but he's average in both. Whereas Terra is pretty much terrible in magic compared to his physical attack. With Ventus, they're closer to the same. He also starts off with arrow, with the command arrow, which is a good wide range attack, and eventually you can level it up, or like eventually fuse it with other arrows and stuff to get Auraga and Aurora and Auraga. Eventually even Tornado, which is completely ridiculous if you know how to use it right. Next we have Aqua. Ventus is my favorite character in particular. Terra is my second favorite, and Aqua, she's honestly my least favorite, and it's not because she's a girl. She could have been a guy, and I would have had the same impression of her. She mainly has magic attacks. which is fine. She doesn't have good physical attacks, which means she's really, really weak early on because her, mainly early on you're mainly going to be using Keyblade attacks, which are really, really weak when you're Aqua. Not to mention she has the lowest defense, which since I'm playing in critical mode, is since most of the early attacks are physical. She really is the weakest of the bunch early on. She's pretty good later on when she gets a bunch of really powerful magic commands and such. But early on, she's just a pain to use. Terra and Ventus are definitely, they have it about the same early on, and they're both pretty easy early on. I'm trying to decide whether I want to start with Terra or Ventus. I mean, Ventus is my favorite character, but Terra makes the most sense to start with first, considering the story. I can tell you this much. Aqua's probably the one you want to do last. I don't know. You know what? I know I don't have that many viewers who would really vote on such a thing. But I think I'm going to let the viewers vote on this. I can tell you this much. I'm not going to start with Aqua first. By the way, my friend really likes Aqua for some reason. And I guess it's a good challenge early on, and she does get good later on. And you're going to be playing... There's going to be a final story you can get later. I'm just going to go ahead and spoil that right now. After you beat all 3 of these, you can get a final story. And you're going to be playing as Aqua through that. And she's going to be whatever level you finished your Aqua playthrough with. All the same skills and such. But anyway, I'm not going to spoil anything else about the last story other than there is one. So Terra or Ventus? I'm going to let you guys decide in the comments. I know I don't have that many viewers yet, so it shouldn't be a huge issue as far as trying to count votes and such. In fact, I might only have like 2 people who actually see this, which would stink. But anyway, feel free to leave a comment telling me whether to pick Terra or Ventus first. Again, Ventus is my favorite character, and I'm going to have the most fun with him. But Terra's story makes more sense if you play as Terra first. So there's the advantages. If a decision isn't made, then I'll probably go with Ventus and just leave most of the plot ending up being sort of a mystery. But if I do end up getting more votes for Terra, I'll do Terra first. I really don't mind, actually. In fact, maybe I'll somehow do all of them at once. Check out exactly what order they're all supposed to go in on my completed file on my other memory card. So anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Because since I'm not sure exactly who I'm going to play as, I can tell you this much though: no matter how many Aqua votes I'm getting, I'm not doing Aqua first. I will do Aqua's story and I'll do it fine. I'm gonna do it last though. I mean, it is fitting since, like I said, you play the last story as her as well whenever we unlock that. But anyway, I have been Accelerator. Remember to vote between Terra and Ventus in the comments. Just as long as you say something along the lines of use Terra or use Ventus, or you can even just put Terra or Ventus. As long as I can clearly tell who you're voting for, then yeah, just leave a comment and I'll count them later. So yeah, pick whether you want me to use Terra or Ventus. Make sure you do that. And I will see you guys next time when we have the decision. Stay tuned.